Located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. Right to the air is Willis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and ran with it.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. The Titans at 9-4 now on the year. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a good, it's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with Dave. And right away he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow and safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down, it's Willis. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Chigakakwo. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Lance now on first down. Gets it out wide to Davis-Price. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 49 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On second and very short, Willis. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every...
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Cut my team! Cut my team!
Willis from the gun on third down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens. Although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Cover 38.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Davis Price. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 79 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's got it. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ty Davis-Price with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
On the 6.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down. Here's Willis. And he's got his man on the out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Willis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Lance now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive and get him on the ground.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in point. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. He's got room at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He sets to fire deep toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run with Davis Price. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it's Davis Price. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis Price as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and going into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit?
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second down, here's Davis Price. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down is Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end. When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And it's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Rolling to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. First and 10, Willis. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Play action, Willis. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Complete to Kelly. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 57 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
an interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Working from the gun, Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second down and goal. Willis. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And we saw another example of it there. So an interesting call there to take the 3, and I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To about the 48-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing now is Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, Didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, Lance. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown. Ty Davis-Price. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Willis to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
105 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the 49ers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.